walking straight to the hell we made. Why always a wall, babe, when we wanna come closer? Don't tell a million lies, kill the butterflies. I just wanna make things right. Walk, keep us on the road, try to find.
Hey, family. Okay, well, it is about to go all the way down tonight. I have special guests, Theta and Sloan. I met these beautiful women at a function at backstage, and I wanted to interview them live. We are talking about dating in 2023, and it is going to go all the way down tonight. I think that this is going to be a fun show. It's going to be interesting. I think we're going to get to know a lot about dating. I think we already know a lot about dating, if I could be perfectly honest with y'all. Okay, so I want to introduce Theta. She's formerly a disability and fraud specialist, and she currently is retired. Oh, okay now. She says she enjoys traveling, live music, and comedy, and she's looking for her person. And then we have Sloan. She's assistant principal with the New York City Department of Ed. Okay, now, Sloan. Okay. She enjoys walking, dining out with friends, day parties, a good movie, and traveling. And she currently single. So we're going to talk to them about some of the stuff that has been happening with their dating. And I just want to, mix it up, get in their head. I want to talk about their experiences, So this is going to be a dope situation. And y'all know how y'all like to chime in. I see y'all watching, and I think I told y'all don't be coming up in people's house and not saying hello. Say hello, somebody. Okay, let's get it. So first, let me bring in these beautiful and wonderful young ladies. Hello, somebody.
Hey, Kim.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm blessed, baby. I am blessed and highly favored. Yes, I am. All day. I'm out of the thing. Somebody, I can hear the thing coming back. You gotta cut the volume down. I need to cut my phone. Yeah, I was hearing it. Yeah. You could see the comments on your page. But you can hear you can see the comments. Share it out on your page now. You can go to Facebook. I don't know if y'all could do or from your phone. Mm-hmm. Go to my page and then just share it out. Yep. So we want to get to it. I want to get to it tonight. Now, y'all forgive Sloan because Sloan is a little shy. Y'all be patient with her. She's beautiful, but she is shy. Okay. All right.
You on blast, Kim. Okay.
No, I didn't mean to put you on blast, sugar. I know it's all right. I'm just telling them because
I have technical difficulties and you don't see me anymore. Suddenly it's like poof, I'm going. Don't
You are hilarious and beautiful. Okay, so for the fellas just watching, she is not only beautiful, she is hilariously funny. Okay, so let's do that. So one of the questions that I have for you ladies, for both of y'all, is the very first question is, what is your biggest issue you find with dating?
The biggest issue I find with dating is I just don't think guys want to date.
What do you think they want to do?
I honestly don't. I think they want you to
come into the camera.
They oh, you can't see me?
Yeah, the girl, I see you, sis.
They just my experience has been that they just want to show up.
Mm-hmm.
No real participation. Like it's on the woman, the female, to okay, so let's go out. Let's do X, Y, and Z. How about we do this? How about we do that? I don't find that there's an initiative on the guy's part. That's my experience as of late.
Okay. Okay. And what about you, Sloan?
Well, I agree with what Theta said. That has been my experience. I would say the last 2 to 3 dates, well, gentlemen that I was speaking to, it was pretty much left up to me to plan. Oh, whatever you want to do, just let me know and I'll show up. I don't. I don't think men want to date. I do agree with that, and maybe it's me, but I'm real discouraged. Real discouraged.
Wait, somebody said it's too
So
expensive.
Benny Ha says, biggest issue is too damn expensive. I like nice things.
You see, like,
But you could do some beautiful things that are
absolutely.
inexpensive. Stop playing.
The last gentleman I was speaking with, it didn't have to be something that costs money. I said, you live near a park, I live near a park. We can go to a park, we can take a walk. That's the best way to find out about someone. Take a walk, ask questions, get to know someone. It doesn't have to cost money.
Yeah.
So, unless you wanted to. And at the end of the day, I'm a mature woman. I'm over 50. I'm not looking for a gentleman to spend money on me. I'm looking for a gentleman to spend time with who could possibly share in some of the same interests that I have. I have my own money. I just want someone to share, so it doesn't have to be an expensive thing. It's just getting to know someone.
It's kind of like that scene from Mahogany. You got all of this, but you got nobody to share it with.
All this love to give, and nobody is there to participate in
To
it.
participate or appreciate it.
Yes. That's nothing but the truth. April said, okay, here go April. April, you can jump on with us, baby, if you feel like it. I'll hook it up. Just click the link. I think these guys today have gotten lazy. April, sweetheart, you have my deepest condolences, baby. I'm praying for you and with you and your entire family. Yes. She says, I think these guys today have gotten lazy. Yeah. So do you think because of that you have disqualified a lot of brothers from being with you? Okay, so Theta, let me ask you, because you said they just want to chill. Like, is that disqualifying?
It's not. I can't even say it's disqualifying because they're not even stepping up to the plate. Like, I mean, now I'm not Beyonce or Halle Berry, but I think I hold my own.
Yes.
But I think guys tend to think they don't even want to take the initiative to find out if you're available. Would you like to do something? They just look at you and automatically assume, oh, okay, well, she's got all this and she's together. She must be with somebody. I think that's another problem with dating as well. But disqualifications, I think initially, and maybe they're nervous at first and they don't want to suggest something. And I might suggest something the first time or the second time. But if I find that I'm the only one putting in thought, time, and attention, then that's disqualifying. Because I don't always want to be the decision maker.
Right. What about you, Sloan?
I got to think a little bit more on that. Let me think a little bit more on that, Kim, because I was kind of half listening, because I hear my dog snoring. But say the question again. I'm sorry.
The question is, what is the biggest issue that you find with dating? And if they are not stepping up to the plate, is that disqualifying?
That's the part. Okay. No, that doesn't disqualify them. It just may take a little bit more time, and hopefully within that time, I'm still interested. Is that the question you're asking? Does that disqualify the man?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. No, not necessarily. Sometimes you could be in a space with someone that you may not know you want to date. They may not know that they want to date you. They could be somewhat, and I hear this a lot, intimidated. And then, and sharing space with that person, getting to know that person through that friend space may then lend itself to perhaps dating in the future. So I'm not going to say I'm going to disqualify anyone because they're not stepping up to the plate. Maybe they just need a little bit of time to do so. But it won't cause me to think twice. I will say that.
Okay.
And then hopefully while you taking time to step up to the plate, someone else doesn't come in and shoot their shot. So now you totally canceled. Just
Right,
saying.
right. I got you. I got you. Okay. What would you think is what do you say is the biggest turnoff?
A texter.
Okay. You know what, April? I almost went there, and April, I'm posting April's comment because we got to post April's comment.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not paying attention because I'm reading my phone and all the April's comments.
Exactly.
Okay, so I need you here. I need y'all here. Come here.
Exactly, April.
Come here. It is for me. I don't want to waste time with the guy who can't make a move and arrange a date. And April, I was about to say that. We are just getting started. And I think, and if I could be honest, if I could be brutally honest, and I always am, Theta, I need you to come into the shop, baby.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, that's okay, because I lean too. I'm trying to be conscious not to lean this way, but to lean, because I'm always leaning.
Okay. This is good?
Yes, you are perfect, baby.
I know where to stay now.
So here's the thing. Like if a gentleman does not know what to do and he won't take the bull by the horns and do, he's probably not the guy for you.
Right.
And honestly, and I'm not trying to like turn this into a session. I'm just trying to have a conversation with y'all because I think that like we give them too much leeway in our lives, right? And if they want, like if you let them, they will come to your house. They will visit you all the time. You'll sit down and have tea. Maybe like, oh, you're not cooking for them, but you cooking dinner. And now they like, oh, what you doing? Nothing. Oh, I'm making some chicken and some rice and, whatever you're doing. Like, yo, I'm going to come through, right? No, you can't come. You can't come through. This is not the come through spot, right?
Right.
And if it's just like, oh, I'm gonna stop by for 5 minutes, I may be able to wrap my head around that if I'm not busy. But only special people are allowed to come to your house and to just visit me like that. That's not something that is given to somebody who can't make a decision or does not show the qualities of a man who, Sloan, where you go? She said she was going to disappear, didn't she? Mm-hmm. I'm just kidding, Sloan. I'm just kidding. But, it's not something that you give to a gentleman who can't make up his mind or doesn't make plans.
Right. And that's why I said,
yeah,
I'll do it once, I'll do it twice. But then I'm like, okay, so I'm the only one putting effort into this. So maybe I'm the only one who wants this. So let me be on my way.
Yeah. Because, but I don't even think I would do it once.
You know what?
And the only reason why I'm even saying that is because when men know what to do, they know exactly what to do. They are not slipping. I mean, I'd like to believe that there are some men who just that were raised by a pack of wolves and don't have any idea what's going on. And you can just like give them like, a pass, right? I would like to believe that, right? You were raised by a pack of wolves and you have no decorum, you have no couth, and you just don't know no doggone better, right?
Right.
But I'm not giving, listen, go online, Google something, go to YouTube. How do I ask a lady out? Go to YouTube University.
But see, and now I don't mean to cut you off, Kim, but I think that's something that a woman would do, not a man.
No, I get it. But I'm saying, like, if he lacked the gumption or the wherewithal to know what to say to a man, right? Maybe he was raised in the woods. I don't know, and he hasn't been around.
Well,
But
Kim, I'm sorry to interrupt.
no, go ahead. We talking. Let's get it.
I'm going to say this, and one of your listeners, she had some really good comments. She said some men are texting because they may not know how to initiate a conversation. And I'm going to say this. I am over 50. I was married 15 years. I'm in the process of getting divorced. I've been separated 7 years. I may not know exactly how to approach a man. So I don't know if I'm going to necessarily hold it against the next man for maybe not knowing how to step to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if I'm at a place where I know exactly what to do in a relationship. So I don't think it's fair for me. And I'm just talking about me to hold
No,
back.
no, I got you.
No,
because I'm lacking in areas as well. Like I have to say that, and I'm a certified relationship coach. Like I don't have it all together, but I think so. I get that part. Like I really, really get that part. But I also think that when you want to know how to do something, you figure that thing out.
Figure it out. That's true.
You figure it out, and there is no like, you know what it is. Okay, we in 2023. And ladies, well, I just barely made it over 50. Hallelujah.
Oh, God bless you. Yeah.
I'm just acting up. Don't believe that. I'm just playing. But my point is, at this good old age, I'm like, listen, don't you know how to just have a conversation with a lady?
Just a conversation.
Just a conversation. You ain't marrying her. You ain't marrying her. She ain't marrying you.
And just because we talk to you doesn't mean that we want to get married.
Right.
Correct.
No. We might want to get married, but not married.
But it's not. That's not my initial goal with you when I initially like.
Because I don't know you. So, like in my head, and Heather Gail, I'm coming to your comments because I love you, sugar, and I love your comments. I love your comments, and so yeah, I think that men of a certain age kind of, it's like, and I met a guy some years ago when I was young. And he didn't even know, like he would go to the store and get a couple of beers. I might be barbecuing in my backyard. He was a good neighbor of mine's friend. And he would come out here from Jersey and they was old heads, and I would say, and he would say, oh, Kim, what you over there doing? I said, nothing, over here barbecuing me something, food. And it's like, oh, we're going to come over there, And do you know they would go to the store and like get a 6-pack of beer and they wouldn't even offer to bring me a soda or a bottle of wine. And I just thought, like, I know you know better. Right? I know you know better. Right? But like if you're going to come to my house and eat my food, then you might want to bring a bottle of wine or a Pepsi or something.
Absolutely.
Right? So, and I was a young woman then, right? Because I bought my home really young. Okay. Right? So with that, bearing that in mind, I'm like, if you don't know, I'm not here to try to tell you. Go ahead on with your good self. You're not it for me. Because I need the men to know. I need you to know because you're the leader. I need you to lead. And if you don't know, then you can't lead. And I need a leader in my life. Right. So that's where I was. And he kept saying, oh, yeah, I really like you. He was an OG. And I was like, oh, because, dude, you ain't going to do it. Like, you're like almost twice my age. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not going to happen, And I was a TYP, a pretty young thing. Well, PYT. Yeah, girl. I was a PYT, honey. Honey had back and everything else. I was like, oh, you want it? And you can't even.
Still a PYT.
I'm still a pretty young thing, girl. Okay. But Absolutely. All I'm saying is, I said, and you don't even know how to bring a Pepsi or a bottle of wine. Boy, bye. You too old. You almost twice my age. Get out of here. I was just being nice to my neighbor because my neighbor used to hook me up. If I said, oh, I need a new light, my neighbor will hook me up. I'm going to feed you. What you want? What you want? You want a steak? Okay, I got you. You gonna put the light up for me? I got you. Right? I got you. Okay, so here we go. Heather Gill, I think that we expect all men to know how to date a woman by a certain age, and I'm finding out that a lot of men lack conversation. Yes, they do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, they do. They do. Sometimes they don't know how to approach.
Yeah.
They do not know how to approach.
Yeah.
And it said men are texting and not having conversations. April says exactly. I know what you said exactly too as well. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. These are some good comments. Nope, not even. April said, nope, not even one time. Not even one. Hello, somebody. Wait a minute. Men chase when they truly want you. What you say, Heather? Okay, girl. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're not wrong.
We don't have to accept less because they are inept. That's April. You know, April. I heard you the night of the thing, girl. I heard you. From Cooley High. I want your name and your your name, your address, and your phone number. You're so silly, Vidya. Wait a minute. I'm a sapiosexual. A man loses my interest if he can't have a Okay, so Heather Gale, me and you are in the same boat. If you can't have a conversation with me, we're not talking. Out, done and done. Right? Okay. I think we as women, April, I need you to come on here, April. Click the link, April. Just click the link. I think we as women have taught men they don't have to do better. We accept ineptness and now want to complain. We have to collectively raise the standard. All right. April cracking up over there. April, come up on here. Okay. April said, I'm finna bring the thunder and the rain. Y'all don't want it. Wait a minute. Could somebody, Facebook user, give StreamYard permission to see your name? Okay. I ain't cold. Oh, I understand, boo boo. Okay. I understand. On my hair, girl. I understand. Put a cap on there and put lipstick up on it. Girl, come on. No, I got you though. I understand. But you're welcome if you want to come. Here's my other question. What is one of the top 5 things you're looking for in a man?
Top 5.
You can name 1 or 3. 1 to 3.
Stability.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He has to have a good relationship with, if his parents are still alive, like his mother or his siblings. Like, I have to know that he is a person with compassion and empathy and a good heart.
Yeah.
Someone who knows himself. Who knows himself. So, and I say that because, you know, you kind of dab into the 5 love languages, but if he doesn't know himself, then he can't express to me how I should love him. So right. If you don't know that, the same as with me. So if you don't know yourself, we can't really work together.
Right.
You know, then it's kind of like a hit and miss. Am I doing the right thing or not doing the right thing? Or, you know, are we connecting? Aren't we connecting?
Yeah.
So a man who knows himself, who's sure of himself and what he wants.
A conscious brother.
Yeah.
A conscious brother. That's important. What about you, Sloan?
I'm sitting here thinking, because it's probably why I don't have a man in terms of what I'm looking for in a man, but definitely someone who's mature and I guess stable financially, stable, because that can weigh on a relationship or getting into a relationship if you're constantly worried about that. So someone who is stable financially, not because I want their money, but because I don't want that to be an issue with regard to what they do or how they show up in the relationship, if there's
because they may show up feeling inferior because you have yourself together. Right. Go ahead.
So, I didn't know how to phrase it, but then I saw April wrote emotional intelligence. And I guess that's kind of what I'm trying to say. Someone who is emotionally secure.
Emotionally and mentally.
Yeah, mentally is always good.
And you know what? Y'all are beautiful sisters. Like, I'm looking at y'all and I'm like, y'all are so beautiful.
Oh,
I
thank
don't
you.
know where these brothers are. Like, for real.
Me neither.
I really, really don't. Heather Gale, because she wrote man, and Heather Gale. Okay, be
Yes.
vulnerable, commitment minded, kind, and loving. I love that.
Yeah.
And the other thing is a good communicator.
Communication is key.
Yes.
One thing I did find about being a good communicator, also the person also has to be a good listener.
Yes.
Because I can communicate, I could explain myself to you with the utmost, every word that means exactly what I wanted to say. And if you're not a listener, you're not going to get any of it.
You don't hear me. Yeah.
Right. And I so get that. Listen, listening is a skill set that I don't think most people, and I've said this several times, probably in my class or something, but a lot of people don't practice listening. They don't learn the skill. It's a skill set to be a good listener. And in fact, you are not going to listen to somebody you don't really care about. So you develop an ear to hear the person that you love.
Right.
Because now you're concerned about what concerns them. Right?
Yeah.
And so you develop an ear for them. It's like you have an ear for your children. Like you can hear your child out of everybody else's child in a room full of children, because you developed an ear because you love them. Right? And a person who really loves and cares about you has an ear for you. They want to lean in to hear what concerns you, because whatever concerns you concerns them. And that's important. That's important. That is way important. And that's good. Being a good listener. I love that. Theta. I love it. I love it. Here's my other question. How would you describe an amazing date?
Wow. Wow. Oh, I gotta think about that one.
How do you describe an amazing date?
What would be an amazing date to you?
That's kind of hard to answer, because it's not like you can do one thing and that makes it amazing. Because I think
describe it.
But I think what would make a date amazing is that you did something that you truly enjoyed, but you enjoyed it more so not because of the act, but because of the person that you were doing it with.
Yes, there you go. See, you described it.
So, well, when you said describe it, I thought you meant like.
No, I mean it doesn't matter. However you would have answered it, that's still the right answer. Like that's a dope answer.
It's I enjoyed it that much because I did it with that person.
Yeah. Because you really feel
they made it fun. It's like I tell guys when I meet them and they, what do you like to do and stuff like that. I do a lot of stuff. I said, and I have a good time when I do it, whatever it is. But I know I probably would enjoy it so much more if I had a significant other with me that I could share it with. That would just make it like I enjoy my life. Don't get me wrong. I'm single, but I still enjoy my life. I have a good time. I do what I want to do. I love to travel. I go to concerts, comedy, whatever it is that I want to do. And I have a good time. I have friends that I have a good time with. But there are times that you want that significant other, that special person, and you want to do it with them because it would just, it's like fireworks going off.
Yeah.
When you do it with them.
Yeah, that thing. Right. Your person.
My person, right.
Your person. That's right. That's right. Sloan, you want to chime in?
No, I was just thinking if I were on a date, but for me, it would have to be, and I think about dates that I've been on that were successful, that were not so successful. It would have to be real good conversation where it was just organic and we were able to talk and just really kick it. And, there's humor involved. That is definitely a major component as far as having a good date. The conversation is not forced. You know, you're just able to just like really talk and just really vibe with one another. That's major. That's major.
Yeah.
Without
I'm really silly. So I love somebody with a great sense of
gotta
humor.
have a sense of humor.
Yeah. Somebody who's so straightforward and tight. You know, I'm like, okay, I don't know. And maybe he's nervous. I don't know. But I love a sense of humor. Make me laugh, and I'm loud too. The party started. The minute I'm laughing and having me, that's when the party is really started.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so April says, if you okay.
I'm sorry, Kim, the fur baby is about to act up.
Heather Gale says, if you're not listening, then you're not communicating. That's true. That is absolutely true. You know what, too, Heather Gale? Honestly,
Be right back.
Everybody doesn't know. You muted. It's fine, Sloan. Everybody doesn't know that, right? But that is something that you learn over time. If I'm being, like, it's a skill set. It's something that has to be developed, because everybody doesn't have the propensity to listen because they've never listened to anybody before, right? Like people, it's really something you have to learn and work on and cultivate and grow. I mean, you listen to people, but you usually listen to people paying you your paycheck, not somebody that you're in love with or that loves you, right? So now you may have to work on that, but that is definitely all about communication, and it's leaning into that, because if you're not listening, then you're not communicating, right? You're not communicating well, I should say. How about a man who is really available and ready for the possibility of a relationship? Yeah, how about that? How about that? And she was saying that as per what are the top 5 things you're looking for in a man. I think, you know what, April, honestly, that has to be where it is. I think a lot of us, women and men as well, have dated people who are not emotionally, mentally, spiritually, emotionally ready to be in a relationship. Some of them may say, I want to be with somebody, but they were in school getting their degree, right? And they didn't have the time to really foster a wonderful or cultivate a wonderful relationship with somebody else because they were busy, or they were busy raising their kids, and they had soccer practice, and they had ballet, and they had, whatever it is, right? And so I think things ebb and flow, but I think what happens is that because women will have a tendency, more women have a tendency of getting involved with people who are not emotionally ready for them, who are not mentally and emotionally ready and available to them. I know that I've done it. I've involved, and then I'll be like, well, why? I already knew he was, he just spoke up with old girl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, like you have to pay attention to that, because that's really serious. And you don't want to be the rebound. Hello, somebody. He can, okay, so Benny Haas says he can over communicate, but if you don't know how to listen to learn, and then he got the little man with the hands up. And April says a great connection. Okay, all right. Heather Gale says an amazing date is where I leave having learned something new about the person and me. Okay, I like that. Yeah. I like that, Heather Gale. Mm-hmm. Hi, Delia. It's about comprehension. I know that's right, sugar. You better say so. What is your greatest fear, ladies? In the dating realm, what is your greatest fear?
Oh wow.
Okay, and I want to say to the brothers watching, these ladies are single.
What was the question again? What
is your greatest fear in the dating area, in the area of dating?
Oh, I really don't. My greatest fear?
Mm-hmm. I don't have a fear of dating.
Not a fear
And
of
if I'm going to keep it 100, I think
Uh-huh.
my fear is, and I don't care what anybody says. And as I just said, I have a very happy life. I can't complain. Roof over my head. I get to do the things that I want to do.
Mhm.
But I think my greatest fear is that I won't find anybody to share it with.
Mm.
Mhm.
Okay. Is that the same for you, Sloan?
I think that.
No. No. I mean, I would be saddened if, I don't find someone for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I fear that. I don't know if I'm afraid of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I got to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
One of my girlfriends said she was afraid of stalkers, and that was a real fear for her.
I've had that. Yeah.
That's a real fear for her, like real talk. And I was just wondering if there's any apprehension that you had around dating, right, and meeting the quote unquote right person for you, right?
No, because you could have a stalker that you never even dated.
That's true. Wait, that's true. Wait. Security. Right.
You could. Somebody has a fascination with you and you don't even know it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
So-
That's absolutely true.
So, I mean,
And April says, first, Delia says, people not only want to be heard, but they also want to be understood. That's around the whole communication piece. And never finding my connection, April says.
yeah, that's the same thing.
Wait a minute. Had a few stalkers in my life.
Yeah, I have. I guess if I were to fear anything, it would, I guess, getting involved with someone, entering into a relationship only to find out down the line when I'm totally emotionally invested that this person was not honest, that there was something that they were not truthful about, not honest about, like they were married and just something just crazy that would mean an end to the relationship,
Yeah. And now you're all in emotionally.
Yeah.
And so that's a wonderful answer, because I think that that's what most people are afraid of.
Yeah.
If we could be honest, like that's why people don't get in relationships. The cost in their minds is too high. That's why a lot of men, because men don't want to get hurt. It's a lot of men who have been through the ringer, and unfortunately, they would rather be passport bros.
I don't know passport, bro. I don't know but I did have a guy who will tell me every day that he loves everything about me, but he's afraid I would hurt him. So he decided to stay in a relationship with a person who he feels will not hurt him, and he can mold that person into the person he wants her to be. I just laughed and I just said, mold away.
Yeah, how about that? Let us do that. Let's do the molding away over there.
Mold away.
Yeah, let's do that part.
You love everything about me. Everything about me, but you're afraid because his ex-wife hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
And I have traits that remind him of his ex-wife. Great traits. You tell me I got great traits, but you focus on the fact that she dogged you out, so you feel I'm going to dog you out.
Wow. You know what? And that's not crazy, because really,
I'm not saying it was crazy, but I'm not going to try to persuade you.
No,
you let your truthfulness be known, which I appreciate.
Right.
And I went on about my business.
Right. Hallelujah. And kept it moving. Hello, somebody. Hello. I feel the same way, because you can't literally, like, you cannot, if somebody has made up their mind about what they think the capacity is that you have to hurt them, they're always going to be like peeking around the corner to see if you're going to hurt them, because they believe that, right? And there's no way to really change their mind when a person is in that space. No, clearly he wasn't ready to date. Dalia, he truly was not ready to date. And the evidence of that was he was already in something and afraid to come out of it in spite of how he felt, right? In spite of how dope Theta is. He was, okay. Oh, okay. So he lost. Hello,
definitely.
But no, he, in a real way, he good. He good.
He really, I feel sorry for him because you're willing to stay in something that you're not happy with. Like,
right.
I don't ever want to be in something. I'm never going to stay in something that doesn't please me.
Right.
That's not happy, that I'm not happy about.
Right.
That I'm forcing myself. Well, you know, he's good for
settling.
He's good for settling.
How many people do you know that are settling?
Yes, a few.
Right. And I mean, honestly, and so in a real way, he's not any different from any of them. No. Right? Because a lot of people are out here settling. No, I see. I need my forever love. I need the yang to my yang. I need the man who's going to speak to me in a language that only me and him understand. Like my forever love, right? I don't want, right, the just the any old body. I don't want to any old body. Because if I wanted to any old body, I'd have had the any old body.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right? Because if any old body could do, then you know, what do you want with that?
Right.
You know, I mean, you could do it because we've done it. I'm guilty. My hand over here. Hello, y'all see this? I have done it. I was like, you know, because I think we all subject ourselves to it at some point in time in our life, or have, right? But you know, that's not where we want to live, and we know that now. Now we know better. We know we don't just want to settle just for some anybody. It's got to be more than that. Let me ask y'all a question. What would you say to your younger self?
And I thought about this.
My younger self, probably wait to get married. Do more before you get married.
Okay. That's good.
Do more before you get married.
That's good.
And when I say do more, I mean live more.
Live more, right?
Before you get married.
Right. And Sloan?
Definitely save your money. But aside from that,
that's a good one.
That's a good one.
The quicker than you know.
Yeah.
Get that TDA. But aside from that, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try something new. Don't be afraid to try something new.
That's good. That's good.
I would say to my younger self. Yeah.
That's good. That's really, really good. Can we, the other night when we were talking, because, you know, we were having a discussion about tonight's podcast, right? Heather Gale said, get your ass into therapy.
Me?
No, my younger self. Get your ass. Listen, Heather Gale, you sound like me, girl. Between you and April, I don't know which one of y'all is more my kindred spirit. Hello. Because I'm telling y'all right now, I'm like, you know, yeah, let's do that. Getting some.
Therapy's not a bad thing.
Huh? Oh, absolutely not.
A bad thing.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I just wanted to, real talk, starting Monday, April the 17th, it's saying start. I don't know why it did that on Facebook, but anyway, April the 17th, I am launching a 5-day challenge. Real love attracting attracting your happily ever after. And it's a free challenge that I'm doing on Zoom. So I've been talking about it all week, and I've been talking about that. And one of the things, the key things, is mindset, right? And the other night, Theta, when we were talking, you were talking about getting the car fixed and the tire going flat, and you were talking about, and we began to sidebar on. So I want to spend this last little few minutes talking about the feminine energy, but because I think, like, I don't know who said yes to therapy. Y'all, it's hilarious. Give StreamYard permission to see your name, right? But I think that part of the reason that we struggle so much is because of the way that we've been reared up to think.
Yeah.
Right. And this is not everybody's testimony. Sometimes your dad was in the house, but the only person you saw doing anything significant was your mom, right? And that's because probably more likely than not, your dad was out working, even if he wasn't home, in order to provide for the family. So you saw dad, you saw mom and dad interact, maybe over dinner, but he was tired. And I don't know what everybody's testimony is, even the people that are watching. But a lot of us saw mom going out there, getting the paper in order to feed her kids some black-eyed peas and rice with some chicken backs. I don't know about y'all, but that is my testimony. My mother cooked a meal. She made sure her kids ate, and nobody could park their feet underneath my mother's table until her kids ate, unless you bought food in her house. Right? So there was no whole bunch of feminine energy that I've seen. There wasn't a whole bunch of that, right? Because my mother made sure she made it happen for her children. And while she had her boyfriend until she got married again, right? Well, she was married, but okay, that's a whole nother talk show. But then, in between and in the meantime, my mother she had thuggish tendencies. And that's probably why I have them. I'm a chip off the old block, right? Mm-hmm. And so with that being said, my mother wasn't letting nothing go. She held it down, and and nobody was getting over, and we were going to do what needed to be done. And she was going to make sure her kids ate. And unless you bought grocery up in that house, you wasn't eating at her table unless you bought. No man, nobody can come up in my mother's house and take anything away from her kids. That's how she was. Period. There wasn't going to be no, sure, you can have a plate. She might offer you if you wasn't a regular. Like, because how back in the day you get together, they play cards and, hanging out on the weekend. You know what, LaFonda, you are hilarious. She said thuggish tendencies is what I'm talking about. Child, I'm on the chip off the old block, honey. But, with that being said, there was a lot of things that I did not see. I only saw the tenderness from my mom. I didn't see my mom giving tenderness to anybody. Mm-hmm. Right? So this whole feminine energy and how I feel. Look, as soon as I said it, did you see me? Did you see me, Theta? When I say the word, I feel, yes, I don't know what
in, out, like the Zoom thing.
Honey, it's like my pinkness just comes up. It's like, why am I gyrating? Child, please. You understand? But real talk, like when you think about this stuff, the reason why, tell me why, Theta. Tell me why. You know how to practice your name 200 times, right? I did. I got it.
You said it right. And you said it right every time. You practice.
Hello.
But now see, I had the opposite because I had my dad in the house. Mm-hmm. And my dad I tell you, my mother never pumped her own gas. He took her car to the gas station every week, filled it up for her. My father did the grocery shopping. He worked nights at the post office. His days off was Sunday and Monday. Mm-hmm. My mother cooked Sunday dinner, but Monday my father cooked dinner. My father cooked dinner. He did the grocery shopping.
Because he worked nights.
And he worked nights. Yes.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Father
He did the
too.
grocery
Yeah.
shopping. He put that stuff away. My mother and I don't, times change. I don't expect any man to pay all of my bills. But my father paid all the bills in the house. My mother's check was her check to do with what she wanted. Her check usually went to buying for us, when we went on vacations, and she did the school shopping and things like that. But anything needed to be done in the house, mowing the lawn, my dad mowed it. He had us out there raking the leaves up and stuff
all the time, every
but
Saturday. Yep.
he was the male figure, which is what I look for in a man.
Mhm.
So, remember when we were talking before, with a man asked, well, can you cook? I can cook. But the question is, can you do the manly things that I need a man to do in my life?
Right.
Don't worry about eating, because I can feed you.
Right.
I can feed you good. But can you do the things that, will you take my car to the gas station once a week to fill it up?
Right.
My mother didn't know how to change no tire because my father changed them.
Right.
My mother didn't worry about getting her tires rotated or the oil needed to be changed.
Right.
Or none of that. It was done.
Right.
She would be that person to pull up to a gas station and go, how you do this?
Right.
Where does it go? And now my father taught me how to do all of those things, because his phrase to myself and my sisters were, know how to take care of yourself should a man decide he doesn't want to take care of you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I know all of those things. Do I want to have to implement them? No.
Right.
But because
Absolutely
I'm single, I'm up at BJ's pumping my gas.
Me too, girl. Me too.
I'm going to the mechanic going, look, I got 3,700 miles on my car. It's time to change the oil. Can I get that? Can you change my wipers? I'm doing all of that. I don't want to do that.
Right. Right.
Look, when I'm walking down the street, I'm on the inside and outside. I got to look on both sides of me to make sure nobody trying to come after me or I'm getting run over. I don't want to always have to do that.
Right. 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 Sloan, what say you, baby?
I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out what your question was, because
we were around.
I'm listening, but the dog threw me off because she barking and being hella spoiled up there.
Oh, okay. No. So it's around the feminine energy. Do you struggle with being feminine? Because what men say, and I'm framing it differently than I did for Theta, but the men, women, we too independent, we too strong, we too, okay.
Well, no, I definitely don't, because I know for me, there are certain things about men that attracts me to men. I like men. I like men, and vice versa. I can only infer that there are certain things about women that men like. That's why they like women. So, no, I don't struggle in my femininity, although.
No, your feminine energy.
Excuse me. Yeah. Although, once I became separated, I had to do a lot of things myself. I had to step into that place of mother, father, making sure a lot was taken care of. But I don't. No, I would love the opportunity to be that woman.
Yeah.
That woman for in all of my feminine energy. I would love that opportunity.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I struggle with it at all. And now if you ask the next man, he may say something different, but I don't think I
Right. No, I know that, and Benny Haas says traditional values don't benefit in 2023.
That's a shame.
And Heather Gale says, I'm posting both of those comments. Traditional values don't benefit in 2023. And Heather Gale says, I have to stay mindful of feminine energy. I think that's exactly what I was about to say, Heather Gale, because honestly, like, the only place I want to be is in my pink. That's the only place I want to be. I want to be in my feminine energy, so much so that if a brother is not for me, he gonna know real quick if he doesn't want me to be bothered with me or not, because I am rendering myself in my total feminine energy when I am in a relationship. Or if it's somebody who says that they're interested in me, they're gonna see it quick. I'm like, babe, can you? Babe, can we? Babe, what do you think about this?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right? And I open the door for conversation and dialogue so that he can begin to see that he is someone that I need and I would like to lean and depend on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am over while I still have thuggish tendencies because my mama, I'm not, I don't think I'm ever going to, and I happen to love that part as me of myself as well. Because I'm layered. I'm not, a stick figure. I'm not a Barbie doll. I am layered. I am complex. I am beautiful. I am flawed. I am, you know what I mean? And you don't get to know like all of that if I'm always being thuggish or if I'm always being soft, right? There needs to be a delicate balance between the two. But I want to stay in that space. I don't want to break a nail. I don't want any kerfuffle. I want to be able to say, honey, that's it. And everybody's not honey.
No.
Only honey only comes out when I feel safe. Right? Honey only comes out when you present yourself the leader. Right? Because honey's not for everybody. Baby, hey, baby, how you doing? You good? Yeah, sugar, I love you, girl. Go ahead on. I love you. You know what, bro? I love you. I love you like some cooked food. But honey, honey is reserved. And even when I even say the word feminine energy, y'all know, I'm telling you, my whole body just gyrates and it just moves different. My voice lowers. Because I want to be in that space. I'm tired. And I heard a woman say the other day, I think it was on some video, it might have been on IG or something, that she's just tired of doing the everything, right? She, and what's rooted in that is feeling safe enough to put your guard down and see yourself, right?
Yeah.
I'm feeling like, well, I feel protected. So one of my friends said to me, when I was younger, I used to love drug dealers. Yes, you are right, Benny Ha. One of my girlfriends said she used to always date drug dealers. And I said, that's so interesting. I never did because that ain't my thing, but that's neither here nor there. Right? But she said because they always made me feel safe. Because they was out there in the street getting that money. And they was a provider. And they also was protected because people usually didn't mess with the drug dealer. Right? So there was provision, but there was safety in that. I said, so when she said that to me, she said, when she talked to me about feeling safe with him, I said, wow, that's interesting. Because this is the first time I ever heard anybody say that about being involved with a drug dealer. But then immediately my spirit went to the safety and the provision that a man provides for a woman. So it's not the drug dealer, it is provision and it is the safety rendering itself in that body. Because when you're young and you're in 16, 17, 20 years old, you may feel like I need somebody to help me to provide and to be the husband or the man that I need them to be. So it renders itself in that form. But, it's interesting because I know we all know now that it doesn't have to take on a form of something like that. There are some amazing and wonderful brothers out here that I know personally. And then some I don't know that they just follow me, right? That are looking for amazing and wonderful and beautiful women and they want them in their lives, So I'm coming back to Heather Gale, coming from law enforcement for over 30 years. It could be a struggle for me. I am very much an alpha female. Can I tell you I'm an alpha female too? But what does that mean? Heather Gale, what does that mean? And I'm asking that question for everybody else. Because when I hear that, if you can articulate that, I'm going to post what you write, right? But what does that mean to you, alpha female? What does it denote to you? And I'm gonna come back to that, right? It's not just femininity, it's also intimacy. Can he trust you? Can he open up to you? Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But you know what? A lot of guys have trusted women with things. And let's say, when they were younger, because most of the infractions happen when they were younger, right? Sometimes men get stuck when they 30 and they never grow past 30. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Some men, not all, but some men don't grow past 30. And part of the reason why they do not grow past 30 is because there was a trauma there at 30, right? And so with that being said, they won't trust anybody else because whatever happened in that beginning relationship when they fell in love with this woman or what they thought was love, when they got to that point, what men tend to do, that's it for them. They ain't out here. If they got really hurt in that, they not trying to open up no more because all women going to do is dog you out. And they believe that. And then they go to the barbershop and then they hear other brothers talking about, yo, I heard her on the phone talking to, and anything you believe, if you focus on it, more of it keeps coming to you, right? And so in a real way, he keeps seeing the same thing play out in other people's lives. The same thing that hurt him is still happening. And he believes that that's what's going to happen. And he's not going to open up until he feels like he's found a safe space. So you're right. You're right. But it takes a while for a man to trust you, Benihah. They have to see that your character is good, right? And that you're not out here, you're not a blabbermouth. Y'all remember Ralph used to say, yo, I'm blab. Y'all pray for me. But seriously, because you want to be able, and older women have, I guess, at this particular juncture, hopefully, prayerfully, have learned, don't go out there and dog the poor man out. Don't beat him up. Don't throw it back up in his face that his dad wasn't there or that's why he doing this because of that, some trauma he dealt with in his life. But yeah, April says, Steve Harvey says 3 P's: provide, protect, and profess. Hello. No, they want to hide you.
Yeah.
They want to just kind of come into your house and lay in your bed. They don't even want to take you out.
Yeah.
We ain't doing that. We are not doing that. It means we all do it. It means we can do it all. Okay, April, I'm not sure what that was in reference to. Heather Gill, I'm waiting. I wanted to see if you were going to comment, sweetheart, on the alpha female business, and then we're going to get ready to close. I'm telling y'all again that I am doing a 5-day free workshop. Zoom meeting. True Love, Attracting Your Happily Ever After. And it is going to be absolutely dope. When I tell y'all it's going down Monday at 7 p.m., I'm going to post the link right after this. And I'm going to tell you where you can register and be a part of it. Bring your notebook. Bring your pen. Get ready. Wait a minute. Here go Benny High. How many times Steve been married? Child, please. You know what? I'm about to we're not doing this. Why don't men like Steve Harvey? Because somebody please
He's telling all the secrets.
Right. They can't.
Yeah.
I am a get it done person, taking charge. I feel and know that there is nothing I can't do. I know that's right, Sugar. You better say it again. But you know what? And Heather Gill, do not be co-signing his foolishness. Do not co-sign Benny High's foolishness. Okay?
It's true, though. It's
true. It is true. But I'm just saying, they'd be like, oh, he needed that, they be out of it. Okay, so Heather Gill, can I tell you something? The alpha females are the leaders. That is exactly who a man should be with. A lot of people say, alpha female, and it has a negative connotation attached to it. And I completely disagree. That means I am in alignment with the Proverbs 31 woman.
Mm.
She worked. She took care of her children. And she even took her money that she worked for and even bought land. Right? Her husband sat with the elders. Right? When you look at what a Proverbs 31 woman does and did, she was a boss. She made fine linen. She spoke well to her husband and her children. And so I think where we sometimes get lost is sometimes we don't know how to take off the leadership and let our husbands lead, right? There is a taking, laying yourself down and saying, no, I am under his leadership. He's not under mine.
Right.
Right? But you have to be with a leader, because if you were anything less than a leader, then he's let me tell you something. He's gonna dislike you if you try to fix him into a leader. Don't do it. If he ain't already there, leave him there. Leave him where he at.
Leave him where he's at. Yep.
Because you do him a disservice, because he's gonna resent you.
Yeah.
If I'm being real, he gonna resent you if you accept him in the condition that he's in and his nonsense. I promise y'all. I can't wait till Monday. Y'all is not ready for me this coming Monday. The week. Y'all ain't ready. I'm telling you. And I've been really real laid back and trying to pull back. But when I tell y'all, allowing, because it's going to be men and women on the thing. They registered already. But my point is, y'all got to get ready. Because it's some stuff that we do not know. We know it, but we operate in the way that the world has taught us to operate. But I am attracted to alpha male. Absolutely. Of course you would be. Because he has leadership abilities. He's taking care of business. I think most women are really attracted to alpha males. But here's the thing. When either one of you don't know how to yield your power, there's the problem. Because when you know how to wield your power, let me tell you something, honey. Let me tell you, here I go. There is absolutely nothing that you can't get him to do. I promise you. That alpha male, when you are in alignment and you know how to let them hydraulics go down, baby. You finna, I'm trying, listen, that's all I want is an alpha male. I'm an alpha female. I'm a leader. But I can be in a room full of alpha females and alpha males and still do this. Because I know how to wield my own power. I don't have to be bigger. I am. You understand? I am. And so my light is bright enough to shine that even if I'm over here in this corner and I'm in a room full of leaders, my light is still going to shine. Right? Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm every woman. Wait, what you say, LaFonda? You know what, girl? You better stop playing with me, honey. Listen, but do you understand? It's finally, and it's not just a matter of knowing who you are. It is understanding the power that you bring, and the power that you literally hold by being, in your authentic, true self. Right? In your authentic, true feminine, loving self. Yo, it's powerful, y'all. It's powerful. I'm going to be teaching on this. I'm telling you, it's powerful, and it sets you up to win. You just threw your shoe at me. Don't throw your shoe at me, Felicia. Girl, shut up. She said, shut up, girl. I do that to my pastor all the time. I'm like, I'm ready to throw my doggone tablet up there at the pulpit, because I'd be like, if he don't stop talking about me, pastor, I'd be ready to throw it. But anyway, y'all got my point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You are so powerful. My sisters are so powerful. And if we could only learn If we can only understand how to yield and wield our power, baby, ain't nothing you can't do or have. And it doesn't mean that everybody is for you, because everybody's not going to be able to rock with that, but that's okay.
No.
Because my brothers are powerful. Their voice is so. Matter of fact, we went to a meeting. I'm sidebarring and we're done because I don't like going too much over an hour. Oh, girl, we're the damn registration. Like this. That's April. I will post it. It's already on my page, so you could probably find it on my page. But don't go. So I'm at a meeting, and it's usually I'm part of the women's auxiliary for this organization, right? And one day we brought the brothers in because there was a situation going on, and we brought the brothers in, and like I was almost whining, like not intentionally, but I wanted to hear their voice. Because women have empowerment groups, so we have empowered ourselves right on out of relationships, right on out of, we don't understand that there's balance and order in everything. And so while I love the fact that we can all come together and cry together, and we can lean on each other, and we can empower and encourage one another, the other part of that is understanding how to wield it. But we're in the meeting, and it was some brothers there. And I said to the brothers, like, I need to hear your voice. Like the kids, because it's an organization, it deals with children, it deals with the adult parenting and all manner of things, right? And I told the brothers, I said, we need to hear your voice. We need collectively to hear your voice. We need to know what's on your mind. What are you thinking about? We need you. Collectively and individually. And it wasn't a situation, of course, this is a community situation, but we need to hear our men. We need to see them stand up, but we got to let them know that they can stand up. We got to see them as the kings that they are. And even when they're not operating in their kingship, we got to help them to understand that they need to. Because that's who they are. I don't call you king as just a term of endearment. I call you king just to remind you of who you are. Because some of them have forgotten. And they're up against the world and us. And us. Right? And we can be boisterous, and we can be loud, and we can be in our masculine energy. And they need to know that we need them. Right? So I'm done. I'm not gonna, because we can go on and we can, get down on the get down. So, but Theta, I am so happy and so grateful for you and Sloan coming on here tonight with me. Y'all are dope.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Listen, we're gonna go to karaoke and see what we can, scratch up. Y'all play.
No, we're gonna go to Jeremy's.
Oh, girl. Okay. Okay now. Let's go down there and cut up. Okay. Let's get okay. So you can't let everybody know. It might be some stalkers out there, girl. You don't know who had the stalker, Slow. You can't be having nobody stalking after your child. But y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, we got to, because okay, we're gonna hook it. Listen, I'm gonna have to hook some sisters up. I so appreciate all of y'all for watching. Y'all are dope. I love y'all like some cooked food, and y'all know I love you. Y'all, if you give me some fried chicken, I'm gonna be all right. And y'all know I love y'all. Kim Love Jones here, y'all, certified relationship coach. Y'all need to sign up and register for this 5-day workshop. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed here.